everyone, my name is Gemma and I have another cool science experiment for you that you can do at home. And this one could get a little bit messy. Now, one of my favorite slimes to make is cornflour or oobleck slime because it's what's called a non-Newtonian fluid, which means if you apply a force to it, it can change its thickness or viscosity. Say, for example, I was to try and mix this cornflour slime really quickly with my spoon, I would find it quite difficult. Or if I tried to poke it really hard with my finger, I would find that my finger wouldn't go through. And if I apply a really hard force to this cornflour slime, it's going to act more like a solid. But if I lessen that force, say for example, I try and mix it really slowly, or even if I try and just gently stick my finger in, I'll find that the cornflour slime acts more like a liquid. Now, other flours, like plain white flour, for example, don't show the same properties. So this is a bit of plain white flour that I've just mixed in water, and it doesn't matter how hard or how gently I mix it, it's still that same sludgy, liquidy mess. This got me thinking, what would be the difference between these two containers if I was to drop them from a height? Say, for example, my first floor bathroom window. Maybe we should give it a go. Welcome to my bathroom. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop each of those containers out of the window and we're going to see what happens. So we're on the first floor of my flat, approximately 4 to 5 meters up. The first one I'm going to drop is going to sort of act as the control for our experiment, and that is the plain flour in water. Now, like I said earlier, this is not a non-Newtonian fluid. So I'm going to put the spoon out the way. I'm going to drop it down in 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to have a look at the cornflour slime. So the cornflour slime is the non-Newtonian fluid in that it will change its viscosity depending on how hard or how soft I try to mix it. So I'll get the spoon out the way. I'll let that last bit of slime fall off. There we go. Dropping in 3, 2, 1. So when the plain flour mixed with water, the yellow container dropped and hit the ground, the force was enough to send that liquid going everywhere. If we compare that against the pink one, which was the cornflour slime, we didn't see that same reaction happening when that cornflour slime hit the ground. And that's because the high force of that container hitting the ground would have been enough to get all of those cornflour particles to lock in together and stay inside the container. But I don't think we made enough mess, so I think I'm going to try that experiment again. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more science videos from me, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!